Hi chess friends, welcome to this new video about a game that I play against almost 2000 elo on chess.com with 10 minutes on the clock. And I want to show you this interesting position because here white is winning, but look at this. I have a bishop more of my opponent, right? Because there is a pair of knight for my opponent, for me a pair of bishop, but also a knight. So I have a big advantage of material, but look at this. This is so scary. Two open file, the D file, the E file, and my opponent is attacking with all his strong pieces here. And what can I do? This bishop is pinned because the rook will capture the queen if I move my bishop. So this light square bishop is pinned because there is a king behind. So I can't do nothing. This knight will jump here. What can I do? If I simply castle, he can take my bishop. My light square bishop, if I castle here. There is a possibility to take my light square bishop. So what can I do here to keep my advantage? It's not easy. If I simply unpin my queen, he will capture with checkmate. Look at this. If I want to unpin my queen, for example, queen for e2, checkmate. So I really spent a lot of time in this position to find a good move, and I play a bad move. What you should play in this position is not easy to find. You have to consider 3 moves, okay? Okay, the first move you have to consider is rook c1. Rook c1 is really good because if knight come here, I defend this pawn and I can play rook c2 to continue to defend this pawn and to keep an eye for this bishop, okay? And this knight here is strong but block the coordination of the queen of the rook on this e file, okay? So this was an interesting move. Then here there was maybe a better move for black, but computer suggests to play knight e4. So this is the best line. Nothing back there for black, but now I play this, and what can black do? Knight a5 suggest, but I continue to play, for example, queen c1. I unpin my knight and I will castle. So it's a really, I unpin my queen, sorry. It's a really nice position for me. Another possibility was to play the incredible king f1. The computer suggested. What a move. I unpin my king, but I also continue to defend my light square bishop, and this is really important. And when comes knight e4 is not a problem because this time I can play a move. I can play, for example, queen e1. What a move, queen e1. It's so beautiful, this move, king f1, because continue to defend the bishop, but also now the a1 square is free for the queen, okay? Is free for the queen. So after knight e4 I can play this, and this pawn is well defended, and now I can continue to keep an eye for this bishop, and my position here is completely winning because I'm up a piece. I just plunder this idea. Or another move that you don't lose in this position is simply e4, but you don't do nothing. It's a draw position for a computer. After knight e4, you play like before, king f1, but now seems you lost an advantage because knight can come here and this bishop is pinned. And here is bad. I have to suggest to sacrifice the queen, okay? Just sacrifice the queen and then I have to take with the bishop. And this is a draw position for a computer. But here I miss this opportunity to play like king f1, really incredible move that I didn't spot, or rook c rook c1 because the threat is 94, okay? And I play rook here. And this is so bad. Look at this. Rook b1 is a mistake, but it's a draw position still. And after 94, now the rook is not on c1, as in is not defending my pawn here, because this knight will capture this pawn, because the bishop is pinned. So I blundered this. I didn't see. And here I have some trouble because I wanted to play rook b2 to defend my dark square bishop. But another time, a good move was to play this, okay? And if knight captures here, I have to sack the queen, okay? And this time I take with the king, obviously, and the game continued to be a draw because this rook continued to defend my light square bishop. But here I was going in a time trouble because it was so complicated position for me. And after this I decided to play knight d4. That is not a good move, okay? It's not a good move, it's so complicated. And here my opponent played the knight capture for c3, and now here I think there is nothing I can do. There is nothing I can do because this knight is attacking my light square bishop with the coordination of the queen of the rook. And what can I do here? Here I decide to play knight capture for c6. That is a completely blunder, but so complicated. It was better to capture this. And after knight capture and bishop capture and rook capture, because I can't take the rook. If I take the rook, this is checkmate in 1, okay? I have to play something like queen c2. And yeah, but I was with a big problem, and was too complicated to keep an eye on all this complication. So here what happens? My opponent captures the knight because I was attacking his queen. Okay, I was attacking his queen, so I thought he can capture my queen because I will capture the queen with the check, okay? But now there is a problem. He can play simply queen for e2 check, and after I capture with the queen, he can capture with the rook check. I have to move my king, and now rook capture for d2, and this is completely losing. Can you see? I have no way to. I can do absolutely nothing here. We have same material, but if I take, for example, this, look at this. There is king for b1. I can move my piece. Sorry, not king for b1. Knight for b1, and then I can move my piece because the rook will come here, and I can do nothing. I have to play something like this, but I lose my knight. Okay. But here what happens? It's incredible because after this, my opponent captures my knight with b4 c6, and in completely losing position, I decide to castle. And this is the best move recommended by the engine, but it's a losing position. But because here I saw that I could sack the queen, because here black should simply take my bishop. Look at this, queen capture for e2, queen capture for e2, and after knight capture for e2 check, I have to move my king and rook come here. And this is completely losing position for white with a knight down, so down material. But here my opponent takes my queen, and I saw that here was winning for me or a draw, because here I have not to capture. If I capture, the queen can capture here. So I have to play bishop g4 check before save my bishop, okay? And look at this. It's not easy to defend this position. It's not easy to defend. And after the rook block, I play rook capture for d1. And now what happened? That here my opponent was in trouble because it's a draw position for computer, but you have to play really precise. And here we have g6, that is a losing move. You have to play f5 for my opponent. And after I take bishop for f5, you can play queen f7, okay? And to attack my light square bishop. Probably here I try to come back to continue to keep an eye for this rook. And now, yeah, this seems a good move, but it's not, because my opponent can play rook e6 and hold the position, okay? So here was better to play simply the capture. And can you see that is a draw? Here bishop e3 check, and the game continues with this position. I have a rook and a queen for a rook and a bishop for a queen, and it's a draw maybe. But it's not easy to find all this move for black. So here my opponent played g6 with an idea to push here, but look at this. Here I have some move and everything is winning for me. I have, for example, bishop for d7, a really good move. After queen for d7, you can take with the king. If you take with the queen, I have this check, okay? And he has to cover, and I will take, and this is winning for me. So here I decided to play another move. There was a possibility to play bishop b4. Now there is a tension because this bishop is attacking the queen, and the rook also is attacking, and the bishop is attacking, okay? And this is losing. He can do nothing. He has to play maybe c5 again, f5 again, but I can simply take the queen. And I'm up a piece, okay? He can take here, but I just move my bishop and it's winning for me. I decide to play the most spectacular move, queen g5. Look at this. This is correct because the queen is attacking the bishop is attacking the queen, and it's not important if bishop hanging can't be captured, because the rook here and the bishop here is attacking the rook of my opponent. And the idea to play bishop g5 and is attack the black queen, because if for example I play something like this, it's too slow because my opponent can push, and if my opponent play f5, I lose. So I can't play a move like this. My opponent has a time to play f5. So here I saw this move, bishop g5, and after we have f5 to try to defend, because he could capture this, but look at this. If he capture, I take here and king has to move, and now what can I do? What can I play here? I can simply move my bishop for c6 check, and after the king move, the only move is to play king e7. If you play something like this, I simply capture the rook, okay? So I have some check. Rook e1, I will take this the example here, and after the king come here, I take with the bishop, and I'm up material. So after this, my opponent decide to play f5, but here I take the queen, with the bishop, and after a changement of rook, in the end, my opponent has to decide which bishop takes, but here I simply come back with the bishop, and I map a piece after this really so complicated position, that here I decide to castle in a completely losing position, and my opponent simply rush without thinking well. There was a possibility to take my light square bishop and finish the game because I was completely lost, but he took my queen, and now what an incredible position with this possibility. Here the only way to survive for my opponent is to play f5 with a really engine line super complicated. So I hope this video enjoy. I'm so happy because I have reached 2000 elo on chess.com playing 10 minutes. And thank you really much for my video. Remember to subscribe. For supporting me. And you will see a lot of videos in this day. And thank you really much for watching my video, and see you soon. Bye. Thank you.